So I got a question from someone who says he likes to do jiu-jitsu relaxed. He trains, trying to explore the techniques. And he's all about the learning and the growing, keeping a relaxed pace, which is ideal in jiu-jitsu. And he asked, how do I deal when I go against somebody who all they care about when they row is winning or losing, and for the most part go 100% all the time? Okay, so there are two aspects here. One, the purpose of the training. Okay, your training is to grow, and for you to grow, you have to have different paces. If you're building technique, you got to be more relaxed, go at a slower pace, and gradually build up the intensity. If you're going to prepare for competition, if you're going to do some training where you need to push a little harder, it's okay to give the okay for the training partner to push you, to go harder. I would never say 100%, because 100% keeps you on that borderline of danger. You go 100% on anything, increases the chance of getting hurt. All right. So my philosophy is train smart. Train smart so you can have longevity in jiu-jitsu. Now, when you go on a day-to-day to roll somebody, all they care about is winning or losing, meaning if they tap you, they win. If you tap them, they lose. It becomes too much of an ego-driven thing. And I think there's a lack of philosophical teachings at the academy where the role of the instructor is not just teach you how to fight or how to train or whatever techniques you're learning, but also how to train so you can get the most out of your mat time. And I think besides the instructor giving that feedback to all the students, so everybody's on the same page, that you should alternate between paces, you have to keep the measure of the intensity by communicating with your training partner. And if you feel he or she is going too hard, it's always okay to say, hey, would you mind slowing down a little bit? I want to just go a little bit more relaxed, enjoy more of the training. And if for some reason you are not, the other partner doesn't do what you're asking him, or, then you have the option not to train with that person. Because I will train with anybody, but if I feel there's somebody who's not there for the growth of our techniques on a mutual way, and they have an agenda that's ego-driven, I'll be the first to avoid going with that person. So that's my advice. So somebody asked me another question here, more from an entrepreneur's perspective. Is a Jiu-Jitsu Academy a good investment in normal times? Okay, so right now here, there are two parameters. One, the business. Second, the circumstances, okay? Every business has up and downs, and many of you relate to the fact that this past year has been a bit, shaky here and there. But despite the fact there are some schools that experienced some difficulties, there are other ones that were able not only to maintain themselves, but also thrive in times where others wouldn't, okay? So when you have a set system in place from a business perspective, you have a good software, you got a good curriculum, you got assistance from a mastermind group, you have more feedback than just you alone. So you're not alone in the dark when it comes to the business. And I think when you have a fluctuation of the times, things are normal and things are not as normal, the businesses that adopt a systematic approach on how to run the business in all aspects, not just the training, but in the way you manage the academy and everything else, are more prone to succeed despite the circumstances. So you got to be educated on both ends, how to fight and how to run a business.